Alright, so this week in Ireland is already going to be a very, very good week. What's the crack? Welcome back, my friends. The reason I'm saying it's going to be a very, very good week, my bad, I nearly knocked the camera over. The reason I'm saying it's going to be a very, very good week is the fact that today marked the beginning of phase 1 of the reopening of our beautiful country, finally. And on top of the reopening of the country, we've got a pretty busy week. We've got 40 cars on fire just up the road in Ballymun. I want to touch on Fianna Fail and the Gardai, hoping to have drones in action to save the Gardai. I also just want to mention Gemma, Doherty and John Waters again after the amount of crazes in the comments last week, and I'm going to throw out that fishing rod and see if I can reel them in again. And I also want to tell you about possibly the greediest landlord that we've ever seen within Dublin. But before all of that, if you're new to the channel, do me a massive favour, hit that subscribe button. If you're not new to the channel and you're here every single Tuesday at 6:45 PM, because that is the upload schedule, do me a favour, drop a bit of support in the video, leave a comment down below, share the video with a friend, or even simple as just leave a little like on the video. First thing I wanted to say is today, phase 1, the beginning of the opening of our country, which meant the hardware stores could now open, and I'm going to show you pictures there. The queues at hardware stores throughout Dublin, and I don't know what it was like down the country, but even in Dublin is absolutely ridiculous. Like, you need paint and light switches, light bulbs, whatever it may be, but you've done without them for the last 8 weeks. How much could you possibly need them today? Why can't you wait a couple of days? No way would I be queuing for a bit of paint for 2 hours or more, whatever it was. People were queuing an hour and a half before shops even opened up this morning just so they could go and buy a lick of paint. Top of all the hardware shops opening in phase 1, a lot of people went back to construction sites open again, and I'm going to just show you a picture here. As you can see, they're doing their lovely checks, checking all the workers, checking their temperatures to make sure none of them actually have COVID-19, although the chap getting checked doesn't have his face mask on, covering his face, which makes no sense to me whatsoever. He's got it around his neck, which is pretty much like strapping a condom around your balls and not covering your flu. Not really protected. Also, one of the terms and conditions with phase 1 means that we can meet other people in groups of 4, I think it's groups of 4, like other people from different households, like our mates or your family members that live in different houses or whatever, out in public. But if you are going to be doing that, do me a favour, still keep your distance, don't spit in each other's mouths, don't get ahead of yourselves, because I really, really want phase 2 to go ahead in 3 weeks from now, and if it doesn't, we'll all be devastated. Now, I just want to mention Gemma, Doherty, John Waters and their big group of crazy followers, and I want to read out this comment for you. By the way, this is a comment that I got in last week's video. If you haven't watched last week's video and you even want to just read all the comments, feel free to go back. This just go back one video, very easy for you, not hard to do. Yeah, let's read this. Excellent, hope you are getting well paid for this video. People like John and Gemma will put an end to this lockdown madness. Now, the reason I'm bringing this comment back up, because last week I pretty much took the piss out of them for being lulas, and yeah, they had a court case the other day in the High Court to pretty much protest against the lockdown or whatever, saying it's illegal, and yet this comment actually says we'll put an end to this lockdown madness. Well, in fact, they did not. They were dismissed from court, and in your face, haha, stinker on yours. This is what the judge actually said in the court case. In making their case for leave, the applicants who have no medical or scientific qualifications or expertise relied upon their own unsubstantiated views, gave speeches, engaged in empty rhetoric, and sought to draw a historic parallel with Nazi Germany. A parallel which is both absurd and offensive. Again, in your face, Gemma, Doherty, John Waters, and all your other little crazy mates. So there was a bunch of other like weird comments from my weird little people. Like, there's too many to even screenshot, but there's a couple. But I wanted to specifically read this just to highlight the lack of intelligence among them. Gemma and John are upholding our constitution. You would believe anything RTE tells you. Herd immunity is needed. Gemma and John know that. Social distancing will never stop the virus. We need interacting with other humans to build up our immune system. Oh, our immune system. Mr. John B, I know you just wanted to come to the rescue and defend your masters, but I'm going to be completely honest, no matter how much you defend them, absolutely neither of them are probably ever going to shag you. Now, I want to show you a little clip. It's a little nature clip. It might warm your heart a little bit, but it was 2 guards out on patrol up in Donegal and Rapo, I don't know, R-A-P-H-O-E, Rafo, whatever way you pronounce it, but 2 detectives were out on patrol and they came across this. I'm going to just play the video.
Hi, Fee. Good lad. Good luck.
So if that video alone is not a reason for you filthy animals up in Donegal not to clean up after yourselves, then I don't know what is. Just don't litter the streets, don't leave your empty milkshake stuff on the ground, put them in a bin or bring them home with you, and then put them in a bin at home. I have to clap quietly because it's 2 o'clock and everyone's in bed, but fair play to the 2 Gardai for saving that hedgehog from a sticky situation when he probably would have got shagged from behind by a fox while his head was stuck inside the milkshake cup. Fianna Fail insists drones should be made available to Gardai for certain types of police work. I'm nearly positive that I've said this before in a previous video, in a previous This Week in Ireland, probably a year ago now. But anyways, I think that guards should be using drones. And here's why. Let's say you live in a hotspot, like I live in Coolock, so let's say Coolock is generally a very dodgy area. So I think they should wham bang, stick a big pole in the middle of Coolock with a drone sitting on top of it, and then next thing you know, there's a rob car, there's a shooting, there's a robbery, whatever it may be. Someone rings the guards, it takes ages for the Garda car to actually get there. So what's quicker? They log onto a little computer inside the Garda station, they send a drone up, they go to the area of where the crime was committed or whatever, and the little camera can pretty much follow whoever it is, run away from the scene or whatever's after happening. It can get there quicker than any cars. Yes, they can't intervene and prevent crime, but they can pretty much catch whoever does commit it, and I think that's a fantastic idea. Also, it'll help with, like, I don't know, surveying areas, helping search for missing people in forests or whatever. Obviously, that's a bad example because there's loads of trees and you won't be able to see down in the drone, but it's pretty much the exact same as a helicopter without risking any police lives. But if they're raiding a gaff and they need usually a helicopter up in the sky to make sure no one runs out the back door or whatever, goes through back gardens, having a drone up there can do the exact same thing, and drones could probably fly a bit lower to the ground and give exact coordination of where they are. Well, obviously a drone isn't going to talk to you, but people could be looking through the camera. But yeah, I think it'd be a fantastic idea. Obviously criminals are going to say no, that's a terrible idea, but for us innocent folk like myself, I think it's a wonderful idea. Now I want to show you something that really pissed me off. Dublin hosts pitching for business by offering tent outback garden complete with air mattress for 1,040 on Airbnb. What? That is ridiculous. So I'm going to show you this now. So this woman lives in Dublin somewhere and she's renting a tent out her back garden for 1,040 a month. That's the picture of the tent there. Yes, it looks nice, but it's a fucking tent. You want someone to live in your back garden for 1,040 each month. That is, oh, it's mental. I know the prices of rent in Dublin are high as it is, but to rent a tent for 1,040, you're taking the piss. And look at this picture. She has this tent that she's renting for €55 a night if you want to stay in that. The fucking tent itself costs probably €35 in Tesco, and she wants you to pay 55 to stay in that whole back garden. What is wrong with this greedy bastard? Interested parties are advised that you'll have the tent to yourself. Well, for that price, I'd fucking hope so. Nobody books a hotel or an Airbnb or whatever and shares a room with the fucking host. Like, what's wrong with this person? So the article goes on to name the woman and the B&B she owns. So she owns a B&B, so she is, like, obviously because of the lockdown in Ireland, she can't actually rent out the rooms in the B&B or something like that, so she is now using the back garden as a camping facility as her little way around the lockdown restrictions, so she can still make a few bob. I am not reading the article because I'm not telling you the name of the person, and I'm definitely not giving her a free shout out for her B&B. She is a greedy bastard. That's a simple way of saying it. Genuinely hope that people aren't stupid enough, or desperate enough I should say, to give that woman any sort of business. Like, I would personally rather sleep on an air mattress in the middle of the Darndale Park as opposed to giving that woman a tenner even to sleep on my own air mattress in her back garden. Like, oh, some people are just... Not about last week I showed you a couple of fires and a couple of different historic buildings throughout Ireland, and I said that there was beauty in destruction and that I actually kind of like fire. But wait till you see this. So the other day, Dublin Fire Brigade lashed out this tweet which pretty much said that they were attending a massive fire up in Ballymun where approximately 40 cars were on fire at a scrapyard, which I'm pretty sure is a traveller site. There's a traveller site near the NCT place which is kind of near that area where the fire was, and there's loads of cars that they break apart and like quite illegally just leave it all over the place. So I'd imagine it's that. But I just wanted to pull the pictures up on the screen there so you can see them there. Like, they're up on the hill, a couple of them shooting down at the fire, whatever. There's a picture from across the sea of the smoke bellowing into the sky. Another picture from inside Ballymun of the smoke. I think that's a cracking shot. The two fire engines with the smoke, the dark black smoke in the background. I know I'm weird in saying it, but to me, like, that's something you'd put on your wall. That's another cracking shot of the two actual firefighters putting out the fire. Now, of course, with a widely publicised fire up in Ballymun, it's gonna come the weird replies on Twitter. I just want to read you a couple. Was it deliberate? We can see it from Northwood. Stay safe, guys. Stay safe, guys. Like, I highly doubt that before they seen this tweet, they were jumping headfirst into the fire. Obviously, they're trying to stay safe. Having a tweet like this, which they obviously only see him and they got back to the station, how does it make sense? Like, stay safe, guys. Yeah, well done. You've saved all their lives. And then we got kind of weirdos that are like, oh, seen this from here, seen this from here, seen this from here. Was wondering what that was. Can see it from TikTok, Baranaculia. I saw it from Portobello on my cycle home. Visible from Dunsink Lane. Cheers. Like, who cares where you seen it from? Now the fact that I've had it in this video, people have seen it from all around the world. Like, let me know, actually. Do let me know who was watching this from where. I know for a fact there's people in Australia, Canada, we've got Thailand, Americans. Let me know whereabouts you're watching this and whereabouts you seeing the massive Ballymun fire of lockdown 2020. Like, this is gonna go down in history. And now, my friends, that's absolutely gonna be the end of the video. But I will be back next Tuesday, 6:55 PM. You better come back, turn on your post notifications so you know, because YouTube will not notify you otherwise. Also, do me a favor, drop a like in the video, leave a comment. I will reply to every single one of you as per usual. Also, tell a friend that we're back, because still people don't know we're back. Tell your friends, your nanny, your cousin, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your next door neighbor, whoever may watch these videos, or what people seem to like to do. If you have an Irish friend or an Irish relative that is living abroad and they want to hear a harsh Dublin accent once a week, send them the channel, say, go watch this chap, he talks waffle, but it's a harsh accent and you might like it. Last thing, do me a favor, if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. 30% of the people that watched last week's video did not hit the subscribe button, which pisses me off. Yeah, do me a favor, subscribe if you're new, stay safe, wash your hands, save your nanny, and I'll see you back next Tuesday, 6:55 PM. Thanks for watching, see you later, goodbye.